Hi, my name is Ed Diaz, and today I'm going to show you how to do some basic sequencing on the Roland Fantom X. I still get questions on the Fantom X from time to time, so occasionally you'll see me put up some videos on it. So Fantom X is still a very, very powerful workstation, as it was the predecessor to the Fantom G. So this goes out to my friend Dustin in Cincinnati. Here's the Fantom X for you. So let's do some basic sequencing. Now that I have it in mixer mode, and remember I chose mixer mode by pressing mixer mode right here. And I could do mixer mode or layer split. It just shows a different screen, but I prefer to have it in mixer because it's a more attractive screen to work with, and it actually looks, easier for me to understand stuff, because here's my 16 MIDI parts. Now if we press the song edit button right here, you can see that I have a free workspace. Okay, if I do have a song there and I want to go clear that song out, I can press F4 song utility. Number 1 is song clear, and I'm just using my dial wheel. Song clear, select, and execute. So now I have a clean workspace. So once again, let's go to the mixer button and press mixer. Okay, so here's the cool thing. I can actually come into here, just like on the G's, very similar. I can choose whatever I want, whatever track I want to work on, and I can press the F1 patch list button. Okay, so I tend to put, let me go ahead and choose some instruments. So I press F1 patch list, and I'm going to go ahead and use maybe like a bass, and I'll play a little bit of bass for you so you can hear. Maybe I'll use J bass. I'll go ahead and use that bass. Maybe I'll come into my piano part number 3, and I'm going to go ahead and use Stage EP Tremolo. I like that one. Now that I have that selected, I'll go ahead and use my cursor to the right one time, and now I'm on number 4. Press patch list. Let's go ahead and choose cursor down using F2, and let's do a string. Well, no, let's try F5 string. So I'll go ahead and use that one. Select. Now let's choose the drums. Now remember, drums are in part 10 because that's just an old school MIDI thing. If you wanted to use save your songs as standard MIDI files, drums go to 10, but it's your keyboard. Put it wherever you want to. But I'm going to go ahead and just leave it there because I've always done it that way. So patch list number 10, I'm going to put some drums. And I can go through my drums, see what's here. And remember, the Fantom G's, the Fantom X's, you can make your own custom drum kit. You really can. So I'm going to use the limiter kit. If I'm not sure how it plays, press preview. So now that I have my basic tracks, bass, electric piano, some strings, and a drum, I can begin recording. Okay, in order to begin recording, we're going to go ahead and use my transport buttons. I'll press record. This screen's going to come right up. Let me turn down the volume. Okay, so it's auto tracking. That means is when I start tracking, I can move to different MIDI parts and it'll follow them. Okay, counting will probably be on 1 measure or 2 measure for you, but remember, if I press the enter button, which is just under the cursors, right over here, I get a couple options. I personally like to use wait note. Okay, so that means whenever I touch a pedal or a key, it's going to start recording. Okay, loop, you don't have to loop. Once again, I press the enter button so I can pop open this. But a lot of times when I'm coming up with showing examples or working on different verses, I'll use a loop. Okay, so I'm going to do a 2-bar loop. Now there's grid and shuffle, and I'll keep it on grid, and now I'm pretty much ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let's start with some drums. So press record, and remember, as soon as I touch it, it's going to start recording, and I have 2 measures. If you don't like the tempo button is right here, just next to the 8, and I can spin it to wherever I want. So let's put this about 100, right around there. That sounds good. Close it up. Now I'm ready. So let's begin. So I'm just going to touch the keys. It's going to start recording. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that I have that recorded, I can press rehearsal so I can add different stuff on the keys if I want, but it's not recording it until I tell it to. Now here's the cool thing that you can do on all the Fantoms that a lot of people don't even realize. I can press the close button and I can actually move to a different MIDI part and record another track. So let's go ahead and try electric piano. When I'm ready to record, I'll press the play button, and it brings up the window again so I can see exactly where I'm at. I'm still in rehearsal. When I'm ready to take it off rehearsal and actually record, I press rehearsal. So I just recorded that. Now let's put it on rehearsal again. Close the window, and I just cursor it over to the bass part. Now let's record the bass. Now we just recorded the bass. Let's close the window. Let's go to strings. When I'm ready to record, take off rehearsal. Okay, now I'm going to finally press stop. Now, if we go to Song Edit, which is just to the right of the screen here, now you can see I just recorded 4 tracks. I recorded the bass in track 2, I recorded some electric piano in track 3, some strings in track 4, and also some drums in track 10. Very, very quick, very, very easy. So that quickly, I just recorded. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed it. That's basic recording on the Roland Fantom X.